The reviews are in for the newest breakfast and lunch restaurant in North Conway, 27 North. Enjoy creative dishes served in their own skillet so your breakfast stays warm and delicious. They have all your favorites made with 27 North flair. For lunch, sandwiches, burgers, salads, and soups. From the skillet to the garden, there's something for everyone. There's even a bar with draft beer, coffee drinks, and breakfast cocktails. 27 North in North Conway Village, behind Badger Realty.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Feast your eyes on the Sicilian Sauté at Delaney's. Locally sourced Italian sausage and shrimp, sautéed with local mushrooms, fire-roasted artichokes, and tomatoes. Tossed with their 5-cheese tortellini and a tomato vodka cream sauce, served on a bed of fresh baby spinach. Menu at Delaney's.com. Head to J-Town Deli for these hearty lunch options. Chicken spinach curry veggie soup, Tuscan herb chicken sandwich with fresh tomatoes and melted provolone cheese. Quiche with bacon, roasted red peppers, grilled asparagus, and cheddar provolone cheeses. And lemon meringue, traditional whoopie pie, and an Oreo ball, all made with love. Full menu at jtowndeli.com. Find this delicious offering at the Christmas Farm Inn. Seared scallops with ginger pea and cilantro gremolata, served with roasted candied sweet potatoes. Goes well with wine, a martini, or a specialty cocktail, or a bourbon or whiskey from their pub's extensive selection. Menu at ChristmasFarmInn.com. Spend an evening at Max's at Snow Village Inn for fresh Maine Coast oysters, rack of lamb, or catch of the day. Pair it with a specialty cocktail or a selection from their upscale affordable wine list. Or go for the mouth-watering burger and a local beer. Full menu at SnowVillageInn.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit TheValleyOriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
The Winter Entertainment Series at the Theater in the Wood, Intervale, is the place to be Saturday nights. Rock, dance, and laugh to New England's hottest bands and comedians in an intimate 300-seat setting. On February 8th, it's Vermont's John Lackard Blues Band. Get your tickets and see the full lineup at theaterinthewood.org.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
All right, we are back live on White Mountains today, coming to you from North Conway Village. And I just want to say hello and welcome to our streaming viewers. We had a little technical hiccup this morning getting the stream back on. We've had a lot of technical hiccups over the last week or so. We replaced one of our main servers here, and it was kind of a snowball effect. It was the butterfly effect. You change one thing and a million other things crash around it. But we think we're back, so we should be streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, our homepage, whitemountains.tv, and of course, you can watch us in Carroll County on Spectrum Cable Channel 16. Channel 15 at some resorts like the Eastern Slope Inn and Attitash Mountain Village. But however you're watching us, thank you for tuning in, and you're going to want to stay with us throughout the whole show because we're giving away great prizes. We've got some outdoor research mitts here. These are Southback mitts rated at minus 20 degrees. Keep your hands warm on the coldest of days. We've got a gift certificate to the Shovel Handle Pub. We've got 2 passes to Jackson Ski Touring Foundation, 2 passes to Loon Mountain, and more. So stay tuned throughout the show. Also, Ellen Chandler from Jackson Ski Touring will be joining us on the show at about 8:15 this morning. All right, now is the time of the show where we usually check out our webcam, our live cam in North Conway Village. However, the aforementioned technical difficulties have reared their head. You can still watch it actually right now, and it's sponsored by Zeb's General Store, an old-time store unlike anything else in New England. You can shop online at zebs.com, located right in North Conway Village. You can actually, your technology is better than ours this morning. You can go online, go to whitemountains.tv, click on the live webcam, and you can watch North Conway Village live, unfolding before your eyes. The sunrises, the sunsets, the cars, the people. Unfortunately, we can see it here. We just can't bring it to you over the air this morning, but we hope to get that fixed by tomorrow. Let's get you up to date now on some more ski conditions. We're going to go over to King Pine Ski Area now in East Madison, New Hampshire. They remain 100% open with 17 of their 17 trails, 50 acres, 5 miles of skiing riding, all lifts running today. It's a weekend of winter fun here. They'll be spinning all 5 lifts. All 17 trails have been groomed, and 10 will be open tonight. They're all freshly groomed. Conditions continue to be a mix of easy sliding, machine groomed, loose and frozen granular surface. Come on out and enjoy a day and night of skiing, snowboarding, ice skating, and snow tubing. The Twisted Pine Terrain Park is open with a mix of 5 small and medium elements, including a 6-foot flat bar, 16-foot flat to down box, a 6-foot fun box, an 8-foot fun box, and small roller tabletop located on the Crooked Pine Trail. The Nordic Trails of the Purity Spring Resort Cross Country and Snowshoe Reserve will not be groomed until they see more natural snow. At this time, they are calling the trail network closed on account that conditions have declined with recent temps fluctuating between sunny days well above freezing and nights well below freezing. With the natural snowpack varying from bare spots and ice to 6 inches of firm and variable snow, they are not selling cross-country snowshoe trail tickets at this time, nor are they renting cross-country or snowshoe equipment. And that is your update from King Pine Ski Area. Some events going on today, guided snowshoe tour. Again, call ahead for that because of the report that we just heard. They're not renting new equipment, but they might still be taking people for tours through their property on snowshoes. Powder Bear will be at the resort today, so look for everybody's favorite mascot at the Alpine Ski Area. And Après Ski today is Reckless Fun Band playing over at the Tavern. On Sunday, it's the U12, U14 Slalom Qualifier and Big Game Day Sunday ticket special. So get your skiing in before the big game tomorrow night. You can save some money with discounts. And now over to Bear Notch Ski Touring in Bartlett, New Hampshire. Good news, cross-country skiers. They are grooming fresh tracks and skate lanes daily. Look for spectacular views with excellent conditions. They have them. Right now, it's 30 kilometers of groomed trails open, 15 kilometers in excellent condition, 15 kilometers in good condition, and 15 kilometers in very good condition. So I think it's all excellent, good, or very good over at Bear Notch. Now the temps have dropped, the snow is finally set up. They are grooming with the tiller, renovator, and tenderizer. They are freshly grooming in the Western Trail Network again today. It takes time, but the result is an excellent trail surface, powder to loose granular mix. They're also grooming fresh tracks for beginners and track skiers. Skiers are amazed by the trail conditions. Come ski the difference and find out what you've been missing. The bread is baking and the soups are on. Come out and enjoy. If you're looking for some of the best trails right now, they recommend the Waterfall Trail, Experimental Forest Trails, East Albany Brook Trail, Upper Meadow, Lower Fields, East Pasture, their Upper Scenic and Simple Saco River Trail. They all have tracks set. So tracks have been hard to come by with this snow condition right now. We need some new snow everywhere in the White Mountains, but Bear Notch Ski Touring and their little snow belt in Bartlett still has some decent tracks if you're looking for classic skiing. And one of the things that stands out to me in that report is the bread and the soup. They are both homemade. I believe they still have it on the honor system. It's like an old-fashioned base lodge, the way your grandparents cross-country skied. You go in, you get warm, and you put a few dollars in the jar, and you have some homemade bread and fresh soup. It's absolutely amazing. All right. That is a look at a couple more of our resorts. Again, we will be looking at all the resorts throughout the show, so if you missed your resort, stay tuned. It'll come right back up. Let's check into our event report. Here's what's happening around the region. An announcement from Settlers Green. Hey, all you shoppers out there. Now open in Settlers Green, Torrid. Torrid is a plus-size women's fashion store that appeals to on-trend fashionistas. And they just opened a 3,200 square foot store at Settlers Green here in North Conway. Torrid has sizes 10 to 30 and includes apparel, shoes, accessories, and lingerie. Torrid is now open at Suite I-10 next to Levi's. To learn more, visit settlersgreen.com. Today, Saturday, you can be one of the first to register for the 2020 Mount Washington Auto Road Bicycle Hill Climb that takes place in August. This iconic ride attracts riders from across the United States, Canada, and around the world, so early registration is encouraged as the race is capped at 635 riders. Anyone over the age of 14 with drive, determination, and strong legs is welcome to participate in the hill climb. Riders are encouraged to get sponsors, families, and friends to support their ride and donate money to cover and even exceed the cost of registration, as well as all proceeds benefit Tin Mountain Conservation Center. To register, head over to mwarbh.org. That's Mount Washington Auto Road Bicycle Hill Climb, the abbreviation, .org. The first 100 who register receive a discounted entry. Did you know that heart disease is the #1 killer in women? Today, spread awareness of this relatively unknown concern. Red is the color of the day at Great Glen Trails. Come wearing your best red sweater or outfit and receive 50% off trail passes, rentals, and a Go Red dress pin. Help raise heart disease awareness with Great Glen Trails up in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire. Tomorrow, surrounding alpine and cross-country ski resorts will take part in the big game by providing discounted tickets. Spend the day shredding your favorite mountain and take the night to eat great food, drink wonderful spirits, and watch the big game. Give Attitash, Bretton Woods, King Pine, and Wildcat a call for more information. So yeah, just a reminder, you can score big on lift tickets on Big Game Sunday. Want to visit the summit of Mount Washington during the winter? Now you can. Made possible by Snowcat Transportation, these guided trips include informal educational sessions with an observatory educator, a weather station tour, a hot lunch, and some of the most extreme weather that can occur during our most demanding, most alluring season. This week, take advantage of Monday's trip or Friday, January, one's already gone. For more info, call 356-2137. And let's check out the entertainment calendar right now. Here's what's happening today over at Attitash. Den Sessions at Bear Peak. That's Ben Cook. That's usually an acoustic performance. Very kind of chill way to end your ski day over at Attitash. Ptarmigan's Pub likes to rock, and they have Now Is Now for après-ski. I know that band very well, and believe me, they do rock. Bretton Woods après-ski party at Slopeside Pub and Restaurant, and they also have a kids après-ski party, so both adults and kids will be happy. And Cranmore has Mitch Eldon in the Zips Winter Après series, which is interesting to me because Mitch Eldon also leads the band Now Is Now, which is playing at Attitash. So I wonder how that's going to happen. They also have an Amstel Light at promo at Cranmore. King Pine has Reckless, love that band. That'll be going off in Trails End Tavern. Red Parker Pub in Glen, New Hampshire has Tilden Cats tonight, and Shawnee Peak has après-ski with Jeremy Holden. Continuing on, so much music today. Michael Laughlin at Shovel Handle Pub, that's in Jackson, near the base of Black Mountain Ski Area. Wildcat has the Riley Parkhurst Project. They are fantastic. That's après-ski in the Wildcat Pub. And Woodstock Station over in North Woodstock, just outside of Lincoln, near Loon Mountain and Cannon Mountain, they have the Conniption Fits tonight. That is a great place to see some live music. And not just because they have a whole tavern full of homemade brews on tap. If you want more information on any of these events or entertainment that you just saw, visit our website, whitemountains.tv. We do our best to keep it all updated right there for you, so you can go there anytime. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a look around the White Mountains, and we're going to take our first look at a watch and win question for one of those great prizes. Stay tuned.
Here's a recipe for winter fun. Take New Hampshire's most magnificent landscape found only Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Add in perfectly groomed cross-country skiing trails, squeals of delight on the tubing hill, and breathtaking views on our one-of-a-kind snow coach up Mount Washington. Blend in the Glenview Cafe and Outfitter Shop, and the final ingredient is your happy family. How sweet it is. Great Glen Trails. Come for the beauty, stay for the fun.
Adventure Suites, North Conway's amazing theme hotel, keeps getting better. Now with a new restaurant and spa, White Horse Saloon, with full liquor license and pub menu. Cozy up to the bar, meet new friends, and soak in the atmosphere. New state-of-the-art spa for relaxing massages and foot soaks. Great for bachelorette gatherings and mom and daughter time. Just more reasons to love Adventure Suites, one of the top 10 theme hotels in the world. Stay in one of 19 theme suites, like the Treehouse, Nightclub, Jungle, Wine Cellar, Movie Theater, or the amazing 5-level Haunted Castle. There's nothing else like it anywhere. Each suite includes a state-of-the-art jacuzzi or hot tub, and high-end video and sound technology. Come in for a free tour and see for yourself. Adventure Suites is great for anniversary or any celebration. Plan your getaway now at adventuresuites.com and find them on Facebook for discounts and promotions.
Northeast Snowmobile Rentals in Freiburg, Maine and Gorham, New Hampshire provide the best snowmobiling adventures in the Northeast. With our fleet of new Arctic Cat snowmobiles, you will have access to the largest trail systems in Maine and New Hampshire. You'll enjoy cruising through the backcountry and taking in the beautiful scenic vistas along the trails. We provide you with trail maps, and all our sledges are equipped with GPS locators. We also offer guided tours, and if you need cold weather gear, we have that as well. Enjoy a Northeast snowmobile adventure on a new Arctic Cat at Northeast Snowmobile Rentals in Freiburg, Maine and Gorham, New Hampshire.
Pine Ski Area at Purity Spring Resort in New Hampshire is where generations of families across New England have come to ski and enjoy winter fun. King Pine has impeccable ski conditions, terrain and trails for all abilities, professional ski instructors, and a friendly staff. King Pine offers day and night skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, snow tubing, snowshoeing, ice skating, fun après, special events, and more. With so much to choose from, discover winter fun at kingpine.com.
No matter what the season, you rely on your home for comfort. That's why people in the White Mountains rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They've been here for 3 generations, family owned and locally operated. They're dependable and they're the White Mountains energy experts with technologies like the Heat and Glow for warmth and ambiance, and System 2000 for efficient heat and nearly endless hot water. Rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They're always there for you.
All right, just past 8 o'clock on Saturday, February 1st. It's time to take a trip around the White Mountains with White Mountain Oil and Propane. Serving this community for 3 generations, White Mountain Oil and Propane is always there for you. Let's see where Hans, our director, takes us this morning. Oh, he's bringing us to Conway with this view of Mount Washington. Again, the cloud cover looks to be at about 5,000 feet, so the summit is in the clouds, and mostly overcast skies. A couple of breaks there. 28 degrees in Conway. Where are we headed next as we drive around? This is Bretton Woods, and a view of Mount Washington. You can see again that cloud cover there on the left-hand side of the screen, that white line, kind of almost like a squiggly S there. That is the Cog Railway.
I call it the Harry Potter scar.
The Harry Potter scar on Mount Washington is what our director calls it. Can they hear you, Hans?
Sure they can. Hey, everybody.
You're not just in my head like Voldemort. I think I need to practice my occlumency. How much of a Harry Potter fan are you? So it was 26 degrees in Bretton Woods, and this is at the top of Mount Washington, where it is 16 degrees. They are socked in the fog. Looks like some freezing fog, perhaps some rime ice building up, and or some snow showers up there. We'll talk live with the summit at 8:10 this morning, and that is a shot of Mount Washington from Wildcat. You can see Tuckerman on the left and Huntington Ravine on the right, with the cloud cover blocking the summit right now. And again, 26 degrees at the base of Mount Washington. So that is a look around the White Mountains. A recap of the next 3 days of weather today. Partly sunny this morning, but clouds overtaking us. Isolated snow showers are possible. Chance of snow, just 20%. A high temperature today, above freezing, 35 with light and variable winds. So all in all, a great outdoor activity day. Whether you're alpine or cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or doing anything really. Mostly cloudy tonight, 22, light and variable winds. So hopefully that'll be enough to get the snow guns fired up. Partly sunny tomorrow, 35, light and variable. Again, another winner of an outdoor activity day. And on Monday, partly sunny, a high of 40, west winds 10 to 15, gusting up to 35. I'm liking that forecast, Hans. We're actually going to visit your home, the Mount Washington Auto Road, on Monday to do a snow coach tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Will you? Will you come with us?
Sure.
Up the snow coach for a beautiful sightseeing tour up Mount Washington?
You got it.
What should I ask the driver for anything specific, Hans? For those who don't know, our director in the back, Hans, in his spare time, he drives snow coaches up the Mount Washington Auto Road. So you have the insider information. Should I ask for anything special?
I'm not sure what you mean. What to wear? Or
well, no, just like, give me the insider tour. Like, maybe if you ask the right way, they take a left instead of a right and take you through like uncharted territory, and you get the real tour.
Well, I will say this, that all of the different drivers, what they discuss and talk about is their own prerogative. So each pilot is different.
So you could take 3 snow tours consecutively with 3 different drivers and really have 3 different experiences.
Oh, absolutely. I have no idea what the other people say.
Do you have any idea what you say?
It's hard to remember sometimes. Yep.
What just happened?
Hey, we got some good stuff coming at us for the rest of the show here.
I know. We have a lot to accomplish here the next few minutes. Coming up on the show, don't forget, live interview with Jackson Ski Touring Foundation. We have some watch and win and the observatory report. That's coming up real quick. Let's get to a couple of ski reports first, though. We're going to go over to Bretton Woods to talk about their alpine and cross country. Starting with alpine, they are just about 100% open. All 63 trails. That includes 13 glades. They have 9 of their 10 lifts open today, 425 acres. With the opening of the last 4 trails on West Mountain, they now have all trails open. The forecast calls for snow over the weekend, which should further cover the trails and expand the glade network, which already boasts over 81 open acres. That's true. Even though we're not expecting much in the way of snow here in North Conway, this could be a Fabian flurry day where Bretton Woods just stays socked in the clouds and gets some light snow throughout the day. Come out and enjoy the most open terrain in New Hampshire, 425 acres and 31 miles of skiing. Lifts open at 8, and they will have 9 of them spinning, including their brand new gondola. Canopy tours and their $110 Zip and Ski Adventure are available today. To make a reservation, call the Canopy Tour at 603-278-3335 or visit BrettonWoods.com. Slopeside Climbing Wall is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Kids Snowmobile Park is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Super cute. Kids get their own little snowmobile, get to ride around in circles. Braden's Trail recommendation, Upper Express to Fabian's Express, was his favorite run of the day yesterday. It was fast, smooth, and well-groomed with a few inches of natural stuff on the sides. Upper and lower in between also offer a fun ride. So please note the NASTAR area will be closed today as they set up for a freestyle event. So, great recommendations from Bretton Woods. Going on today, Monster Energy Freestyle Jam Session over at Bretton Woods. Kids Après Ski Party and Après Ski Party at the Slopeside Pub and Restaurant. Tomorrow, big game tickets just $54, so ski before you go watch the big game. $54 gets you a lift ticket. That's like half off. New Hampshire Boys and Girls Club Day also tomorrow, so we welcome them. Cross-country ski conditions over at Bretton Woods. They have 28 of 57 trails open, 46 kilometers of loose granular surface. And the Bretton Woods Nordic Center is open today from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. They are starting the day off with approximately 45 kilometers of skate-groomed and track-set terrain. With the recent snowfall and cold temperatures overnight, the snow surfaces have groomed out nicely for skate and classic skiing. Everything that is open and groomed has good coverage. The majority of the terrain has been groomed in the last 24 to 48 hours. The Amanuset Trail System has about 40 kilometers of groomed trails to offer for skiing, and the Deception System is open for fat biking, snowshoeing, skiing, and is dog friendly. For the most up-to-date information, call the Touring Center at 603-278-3322. That is a look at Nordic. Okay, actually, before we're running a little bit behind, so we're going to do a watch and win coming up in the next segment. We're going to take a quick break, take a look at conditions from all of our resort partners. When we return, we'll talk live to the summit of Mount Washington, and we'll give you a prize.
The Snow Report is presented by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area, and recognized by readers of Ski Magazine for the best snow, grooming, and scenery in the East. With a new 8-passenger gondola debuting this season, just 35 minutes from North Conway.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists, right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
All right, you are watching White Mountains Today live from North Conway, but it's time to head up to the summit of Mount Washington. We are joined on the phone right now by weather observer Rebecca Scholin, who joins us again via phone. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you?
I am excellent. And yourself?
I am doing well. It's we've had kind of a nice, mild stretch of weather here. What's it like on the summit of Mount Washington right now?
Yes, and today it actually kind of turned a little bit on us. The last couple of days we've been in the clear, but today we only have about an 8-mile visibility. So, not quite as visibility-wise, we're not seeing stuff. The temperature is 15 degrees, so a little bit warmer. Winds are from the west at 37 miles per hour. And, we just have a little bit of snow on the ground, so it's actually pretty nice up there if you're going to be out and about. I know Ice Fest is going on.
Yep.
So folks heading up there are going to have a pretty good experience.
Yeah, that's great timing with the Ice Fest in town. People will probably be heading up into the ravines to check it out, and it seems like pretty good weather for that today. The wind chills, it'll be alpine conditions on Mount Washington, but we've seen conditions that are kind of impossible to do anything in, and these seem pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Even throughout today and tonight, we'll be in the clouds today. Overnight, we'll actually start to clear on the summit, and then moving into tomorrow, we'll kind of see those clouds decreasing before they kind of come back in again over the late night into Sunday. And then actually Sunday night, we might get a little bit of showers, but overall, it's going to be pretty benign up there. Temperatures are going to stay kind of in the teens throughout the entire period. Wind chills, I should say, are still forecasted to be below zero. So definitely still wanting to be cognizant of that when you're out and about. But winds, for the most part, really shouldn't gust up over about hurricane force tomorrow night. Beyond that, they really don't get up much beyond like 45 miles per hour. So even though we'll have a little bit higher winds, they won't be super gusty like we typically see.
All right. And what about down here in the valley? If people are doing some activities down here in the North Conway area, what's our forecast for today?
Well, for today, you're going to be partly sunny this morning and then clouds moving in throughout the day. Maybe some isolated snow showers over the period. Tonight, it'll still stay cloudy, but that chance of showers will dissipate. For tomorrow, partly sunny. And then tomorrow night, it will be mostly sunny and then kind of decreasing back into those clouds again. But temperatures here in the valley are going to be in the mid-30s for today, dip down to the lower 20s tonight, and then back up to the mid-30s tomorrow. And winds overall are going to be nice, light, variable, so really nice conditions.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your prediction for our next snowstorm? We've had great weather for enjoying the snow that we have on the ground, but we could use a little fresh layer of snow on the ground. So when is our next chance for snow?
Next chance for snow, so as we start to see kind of these storm systems moving back off, obviously the one moving up the coast is going to be a little further offshore than we had hoped. But as we see some more storm systems coming across the country this week, hopefully those will be influencing us so that hopefully this week sometime we'll start to see a little bit more snow accumulations for us down in the valleys and on the summit.
All right, one place that's always snowy is inside the Weather Discovery Center in North Conway, where you can actually connect live with the Mount Washington Observatory. And that is open all weekend, right, Rebecca?
Yeah, that's open all weekend. They close at 3 p.m., so you can get in there beforehand. There's a bunch of great exhibits. We have a new snowcat exhibit. But overall, it's a great little experience if you have some time as you're walking around the valley. And that is great for kids, too. I know young kids love taking in that weather museum. That's, again, located just in the north end of North Conway Village. Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll talk to you at the same time tomorrow. Sounds excellent.
Have a great day.
Bye.
That was Rebecca Scholin with the Mount Washington Observatory, mountwashington.org, for all your weather-related information. And if you want more information on the observatory itself, its staff, its event, you can actually take tours up into the observatory even during the winter and get little kind of educational components thrown in as well. So, with that said, let's play. Actually, let's get into, can we do Attitash and Wildcat? Let's give you some details now on Attitash and Wildcat. Attitash is skiing on 58 of their 68 trails today. That's 247 acres, 20 miles of skiing and riding open. 8 of their 9 lifts will be running with a packed powder surface and a base of 24 to 48 inches. And let's see, conditions this week at Attitash have been absolutely outstanding, and they have a talented mountain operations team to thank for that. Snowmakers have just wrapped up a snowmaking push. Get your pencils out, this is where you're going to want to ski today, on Moat, Ammonoosuc, Tim's Trauma, and a few others like Kachina Falls and Upper Mythmaker. So Attitash side is looking pretty sweet today, and most of those are on the kind of skier's right as you're heading down the mountain. Head to Tim's Trauma and Upper Mythmaker for some snowmaking whales, and Kachina Falls, that's over on the Bear Peak side, for a nice, steep, groomed run. So now I want to try that, because the last time I skied Kachina Falls, usually they keep that natural snow, so it gets really bumped up. And the last time I tried it with my then 11-year-old son, he got down, he just whizzed through that in like 30 seconds, and it took me like 4 minutes, and my legs were on fire. Every 3 turns I had to stop. So I want to try it as a nice, groomed, steep run. That's Kachina Falls today. It's not like that very often, get it. Lifts to get you there include the Flying Yankee, Summit Triple, East Double Double, the Learning Center lift, the Snow Belt, as well as the Abenaki Quad, Kachina Triple, and of course the Flying Bear. So pretty much everything open today. Abenaki Parks, with the rebuild of Mythmaker and Bear Bottom complete, they're now offering 3 parks, including 1 border cross course on Kachina. The park crew has been on another level of creativity this year, so check out their handiwork over at Bear Peak. That's where we want to go for the terrain parks. And I want to check out that border cross course. That sounds fantastic. All right, deals and events going on over at Attitash today. It's the North versus South Pass Holder Duel. Den sessions at Bear Peak featuring Ben Cook. That's some acoustic après-ski. Next Saturday, Abenaki Park Slopestyle event. Den sessions at Bear Peak features Scott Bear, and Ptarmigan's Pub has Diana's Bath Salts, local favorite. Also, they have a big game day ticket deal tomorrow. All lift tickets are just $49 when you buy online in advance. I'm really shocked by these lift ticket deals. These are really good. A lot of these lift tickets approaching 50% off tomorrow. At Attitash, you must book online in advance, though, if you want your $49 lift ticket. All right, let's go over to a Wildcat Mountains sister resort to Attitash. It is, oh sorry, every time I bend over, apparently I rub my mic. My director yells at me. And because we have our new computer server that's much, much quieter, I can hear you now, Hans. I can hear everything you utter under your breath at me, and it hurts my feelings. Just want you to know that.
Good. All right, sorry. Here we go.
There we go. Wildcat Mountain, 40 of 48 trails, 208 acres, 14 miles of skiing and riding open. Their awesome grooming squad was out covering 20 trails in a fresh pressed cord. That's jargon for it's really groomed well. The groom has been seriously amazing these past mornings, worth setting the alarm clock for. Check out the Lynx Trail for some fast and fun terrain. That's right down the center of the mountain, probably trail. The Polecat Trail, which is a green circle winding 3 miles on the northern edge of the resort. It's a beautiful, nice views of Mount Washington. And after the first little pitch, it's very easy and perfect for all abilities. The Polecat Trail is also a great run to take in because it's the longest trail in New Hampshire. There you go, Matt. Watch and win content right there. Make a note. Longest trail in New Hampshire, Wildcat. What am I drawing a blank? It's right there in front of me. The Polecat Trail. Thank you. Patrol kept dropping ropes on the ungroomed terrain this week, and there's a lot of amazing trails open. Check out Upper Wildcat and Wildcat Pitch for some of the ungroomed goods. Wildcat Express, Bobcat Triple, Snowcat Triple, and Snowbelt will all be spinning from 8:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. There's nothing better than a Wildcat weekend. All right, and don't forget, same ticket deal is valid at Wildcat because they share tickets with Attitash. So for $49 tomorrow, you can ski Wildcat and Attitash if you wanted to travel to both resorts. Get 3 mountain peaks with just 1 ticket. But you have to buy those online in advance. Go to skiwildcat.com. And looks like the Riley Parkhurst, I think it's supposed to say duo? The Riley Parkhurst, project. Riley Parkhurst Project is at the Wildcat Pub today. So they are truly one of my favorite après-ski bands. A lot of fun. Okay, let's give away some prizes now. We are behind schedule with prizes. So let's give away these beautiful Outdoor Research gloves right now. These are Southback mitts. Once again, from Outdoor Research. They are unisex, size large. These are rated at -20 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are great for cold days. And we are not going to get through this winter without another really big cold snap. So you're going to want these. Let's see. Great features on these gloves. They are waterproof. They are insulated. They have a leather palm, so they're very durable, breathable. Flex action wrist articulation and super cinch. So very flexible down here. You can articulate once you get your hand in. I can already, as soon as I put my hand in, I can feel how warm it gets. But they're also very malleable. You can actually move your hand around. You're not stuck. They feel somewhat kind of thin, but with the technology and the insulation, they're super warm. They actually have, again, that super cinch right here, so you can keep that warm air from escaping or snow getting, there's a big cuff here, but if the snow does get in, it won't get past this super cinch right here. Awesome. This is a kind of a cool feature right here. It's got a little zipper. We could probably fit like a credit card or a set of keys or a few dollars in there if you want to hit the pub after you go ice climbing. All right, Hans, we ready? If you want to win these Outdoor Research Southback mitts, be the first caller to get through with the correct answer to this question. Of these New Hampshire college towns, which is the smallest by population? Durham, that's UNH, Keene State College, Nashua, what's in Nashua? What is it? We're pretty sure there's a college in Nashua. And Hanover, which is, of course, Dartmouth. So which of those is the smallest by population? And you get bonus points if you can name a college in Nashua. Is Nashua, is it because of Merrimack? Is that what? Riviere? Okay. Han says Riviere. I'm thinking maybe he's considering Nashua a college town because of its proximity to Merrimack, but I don't know. All right, let's go to the phones. First person with the correct answer wins these fantastic mittens. Good morning, Watch and Win. What is your answer?
I think it's A, Durham.
Is it Durham? Let's go to the no. I'm told that's not the correct answer. A good guess, but please try again. So 1 down, 3 to go. Looking for the smallest of these 4 college towns. Which has the smallest population? It's not Durham, so it's either Keene, Nashua, or Hanover. Let's go to the phones. First person with the correct answer wins Outdoor Research Southback Mitts. Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
I'm going to say B, Keene.
Is it Keene? It's not Keene. A good guess, but try again. So we're down to Nashua or Hanover, and if you know your New Hampshire geography at all, this should be an easy one. Let's go back to the phones. Which is smaller, Nashua or Hanover? Good morning, Watch and Win. What's your answer?
D, Hanover.
Hanover. That is got to be what we're looking for. Yes, it is. Congratulations. Who do we have on the phone?
This is Richie.
Richie, you've got yourself this great pair of Outdoor Research Southback mitts, perfect for the coldest of days. And there are your populations right there. Hanover, just a little bit bigger than North Conway, 11,485. And Nashua, of course, I believe is the second largest city in New Hampshire after Manchester. So, Richie, stay on the line. We're going to get your information and tell you how to claim your prize. And that's how we play Watch and Win, folks. One prize down. We've got more to give away, including lift tickets, trail passes, and restaurant gift cards. Stay tuned. When we come back, I believe we're talking live with Ellen Chandler of Jackson Ski Touring.
Make Shawnee Peak your skiing destination. Ski or ride over 40 perfectly groomed trails and 3 terrain parks. With 19 trails lit at night, we offer the most night skiing in New England. Shawnee Peak, online at ShawneePeak.com.
Outdoor winter fun and adventures await you at the Jackson Ski Touring Center in Jackson, New Hampshire. Explore the largest groomed cross-country ski trail network in the East. Take a naturalist-guided snowshoe trek through the woods or experience famous backcountry like the Wildcat Valley Trail. Kids love cross-country skiing at Jackson because it offers a kind of freedom on the snow like no other. Plus, there's a terrain garden, kids playground with Storyland characters, and on weekends, a destination route to the Cocoa Cabin where you can toast marshmallows and enjoy locally baked cookies. Cross-country skiing is always a great value. Adult trail passes are only $21. Kids are free up through age 9, and junior season passes are $45 up to age 17. Alpine skiers get 33% off on Sundays. Learn to ski packages start at $45, which includes an all-day trail pass, rentals, and 1-hour lessons. Ski and snowshoe rentals and full-service retail shop on site. Visit Jackson Ski Touring, Jackson, New Hampshire.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Route 302 in Glen.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Head to Black Cap Grill for Maine Coast sea scallops, creamy lobster, and mascarpone. fresh spinach, roasted red peppers, artichoke hearts, and garlic in a lemon caper cream sauce. Enjoy it with a loaf of fresh homemade Italian bread, a glass of Chianti, with chocolate cake or apple crumble for dessert. josephspaghettished.blogspot.com for the full menu. These mouth-watering Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips await you at the Shovel Handle Jackson. Like and seasonal vegetable, it pairs exceptionally well with the Shovel Handle's exclusive Story Point Cabernet Sonoma Valley. Menu at shovelhandlepub.com.
To find directions to these 20 other restaurants, visit thevalleyoriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Cranmore Mountain Resort is the most fun on snow in the White Mountains. Enjoy great skiing and riding on a mix of classic New England trails, wide-open cruisers, glades, and terrain parks. And gentle beginner-only terrain. Cranmore is the best place to learn for all ages. Kids love the Kids Rule Mountain. Tips from Cranmore's train ski. Lift ticket or season pass. At Cranmore, there's even fun off the slopes. Get an adrenaline rush on the mountain coaster, giant swing, Soaring Eagle zip line, and New Hampshire's #1 10-lane lift service tubing park. Enjoy events for the whole family, including weekly Cranapalooza block parties, mascots, live music, fireworks, and more. Information on season passes and the Cranmore value card at cranmore.com.
The food, the party. Even an outdoor patio in season. And the Parka knows fun, awesome events for great causes, and the hottest nightlife in the valley. License plates, mason jars, live music, and dancing into the night. The Red Parka Pub of Valley Original, Route 302, Glen, New Hampshire.
Bear Notch Ski Touring Center in Bartlett hosts skiing and snowshoeing, 5 kilometers of trails with spectacular riverside views, pristine waterfalls, picturesque flat meadows, and challenging hills. A beginner or expert will appreciate the 6.5-mile trail along the Saco River that ends at Attitash, or ski from the 200-year-old farmhouse, now Base Lodge, up into the forest, past waterfalls for some steep winding hills. The beauty and diversity of the Garland Family's Touring Center is enhanced by world-class grooming done by Doug's brother John.
We want you to come back. We want you to feel included. Our favorite phrase is give us a...
At bearnotchskitouring.com.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, and outdoor heated alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
Minutes from the highway, in the middle of the White Mountains, Loon Mountain Resort in Lincoln, New Hampshire. This is your destination.
White Mountains Today is brought to you in part by Zeb's General Store, an old-fashioned country store unlike anything else in New England.
Welcome back. This is White Mountains Today, live from North Conway Village, New Hampshire. I'm Chris Prue, joined in studio by Ellen Chandler, the Executive Director of Jackson Ski Touring Foundation in Jackson, New Hampshire. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Nice to be here today.
And thank you for hosting us yesterday. I was at Jackson with Explorer host Christy Rochette. We were doing a TV segment on learning how to cross-country ski.
What a good idea. What a great place to go.
It seems like, why would you need a lesson on how to cross-country ski? It's flat, right? You just put one foot in front of the other.
It can be, but there are some nuances, and it's it's like anything. You can teach yourself almost anything, but a lesson or two makes it just goes so much more smoothly.
Yes. And Christy is very athletic. She is a yoga instructor, so she's super flexible. Her balance is top-notch. But it even took her a little while to, feel comfortable gliding with these new apparatus, on her feet.
Well, and she probably appreciated as a yoga enthusiast and possibly instructor. I mean, in yoga, there's lots of direction, and you learn how to do things better all the time. And so with skiing, she probably enjoyed that, and just like, oh, if you try it this way, it'll do a little bit differently.
Right. And the amazing thing to watch was how quickly she did progress. Like, she started off very hesitantly. Mm-hmm. And then by the end, though, she was feeling very comfortable, and she went out for, a whole loop on the beginner terrain and get to see some of the things that Jackson's famous for. So,
well, that's neat. And there's such an incentive to learn how to ski, and so many good things you can enjoy. And it really just learning how to glide is just a great feeling. It's worth it.
And before we move on to current conditions on all the terrain that's open, I want to hit on the Get 4 and Go, because she took a group lesson yesterday with a couple of other people who were taking lessons, and they were part of this Get 4 and Go package, and I was amazed by it. It sounds like a great deal.
It is a great deal, and it's sort of, it gives you the continuity, but basically, essentially, it's 4 lessons, Get 4, and Go. The Go section is after you've taken your 4th lesson, you get a season pass for the rest of the year. So you have this wonderful reward at the end of your sessions, and it's barely, price-wise, it comes out to about the same as taking 4 lessons, and actually your final 2 lessons are private lessons. So by that time, you've progressed to a point where you sort of know what you want to learn.
Yeah, and I feel like with those 4 lessons, it's good because it gives you the skills and makes you comfortable that you can really start to explore all that Jackson has to offer. Because otherwise, you guys have so much, and it would be very hard just to kind of look at it, mouth-watering, and not feel comfortable or confident enough to go try it.
Well, sure, to see it on a ski report or drive past a trailhead and say, I wonder what's down that trail. Yeah. And after 4 lessons, you probably won't be a complete expert, but you will be able to tackle almost all of our terrain.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So 4 lessons, a season pass, and that's the way to go. So for people just joining us, Ellen Chandler from Jackson Ski Touring Foundation. What is Jackson Ski Touring Foundation?
Well, we essentially operate a cross-country ski center, and we're a nonprofit organization. We rely on people to Jackson for years, and this was a really good community effort then, and it remains a community effort today. We have like 76 landowners, including the town of Jackson and the U.S. Forest Service, and many individuals.
Connectivity, like you sense that when you go up into Jackson. It has such a unique feel. You see cross-country skis everywhere. You see people skiing from place to place, carrying their skis across the road, going to different parts, of the town, and so many shops and village and restaurants. It's such a unique feel in Jackson.
And you see, and behind so many businesses, you'll see that across the fairway.
Absolutely.
And so many people in Jackson ski. We're really fortunate that the community enjoys what we do and supports what we do. And the school children come out. Almost all the kids in school come out every Thursday, and we have other programs with kids coming on Tuesdays now. A lot of them ski with their families. It's really exciting to see how many people.
Right. Well, let's get an update on conditions. You guys really have like 4 different trail systems or more at Jackson, and each one can be skiing a little bit differently, but conditions I understand are pretty good across the board right now.
They really are. We have our high elevation trails are at Prospect Farm, which is at the end of Carter Notch Road, and that's really it's midwinter up there.
Yeah.
It's the snow's still very, very deep, and it grooms out to be a packed powder, and we're grooming it daily. And you can ski well up onto the into Carter Notch, which leads you to beautiful views in the high White Mountains. And then in the village and the upper village is comprised of the trails that you see mostly near the Eagle Mountain House. And a little bit further out on Carter Notch Road, there's a parking lot that leads to a beautiful trail that is called the Woodchuck, and it includes there's 3 separate pieces of farmlands along the river, and the Woodchuck is all groomed out for classic skiing right now. And then down in the village, we have the Wentworth, which is where you and Christy were yesterday.
Yep.
And that's essentially more gentle terrain. But again, it goes along the river and very, very beautiful. And then there's the Ellis River Trail, and the trails along there that some of them are lower elevation and they're gently rolling. And then you can climb up to more high elevation trails up on the Hall Trail. And so all of those trails are open right now. And the higher elevation trails have plastic tracks, and everything is groomed right now.
And this is probably a really good time to skate ski because we've got these nice packed conditions.
We do. The corduroy just lays out, and it's. I mean, I went out skiing. You saw me. It was between 3 and 4, and I was still getting corduroy skiing yesterday, and it was so beautiful and fast for skate skiing. It was just. It was an interesting time yesterday in the morning. A friend of mine showed up, and she said, I always go to Prospect Farm, but I saw in the ski report that you had that it was really I'd recommended that they go out to the Ellison up to the Hall Trail, and she said it was just it was a really good experience, and it was good to try something different.
Yeah, well, I love your ski report. It's very in depth, and I love how you give different recommendations for different type of skiers depending on what you're looking for the day. So there may be a family looking for one thing, someone, a solo person who's just looking to get in a good workout for the day, and you give great recommendations.
Oh, thank you very much. And that brings up another program. We started a program yesterday. It's going to take place on Fridays, and it's fitness skiing. So really, to give you a real focus to your fitness, our instructor Laurel Smith is leading those sessions, and they will take place Fridays. And a lot of it's interval. A lot of people think of intervals for running, but this is intervals for cross-country skiing. And she'll have different intervals every week.
That's fantastic. We got a chance to meet Keegan Randall,
goodness.
Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
Weekend before, I think, yeah.
And she was the part of the women's team, the duo that won cross-country sprints a few years ago, the only gold medals ever won by the U.S. in cross-country skiing. What an inspiration. She makes you want to strap on a pair of skis and just start training right now.
She is one of the most gracious people, and she had her medal, and we got to hold her medal and get pictures taken with her medal. And then she just said, well, I want to go out and ski. And I said, like 5 kilometers? She said, more like 25.
Yeah.
And she just flew across the trails.
Her 25 is our 5.
Exactly. Yeah. It was there's an equivalency of sort of formula, and everyone who saw her was just so inspired. Just even if she just flew by them on skis. We actually had someone come in and take a lesson because he just said, he goes, I want to ski better. It's not like I'm going to ski like he, but I know I can do better.
And what a great sport where you can just be out for a ski, and all of a sudden the world's best athlete in that sport just happens to go by you, unannounced.
And so light on her feet, and again, just such a neat person. And one of the things she said about cross-country skiing was that if you're a cross-country skier of her level, you have to love training. She said, go cross-country skiing to train. I mean, she's not competing on a professional level anymore. She said, she certainly did it for about 20 years.
Yep.
And she said, I got to go cross-country skiing. It wasn't like I was doing something I didn't like in order to do something I liked. Yeah. It was, every day was good.
I know. I saw her, we did a quick interview with her, and I said, I apologized, because there were people just mobbing her for autographs and stuff all day, and I said, I'm sure, it gets, tiring with so many people asking for your attention. She just rolled her eyes at me. She's like, I'm an endurance athlete. If I can't take this,
Yeah, and she's got a pre-K child.
Yes.
So she's got she understands from both ends.
Yeah, it's pick your poison, either this or diapers.
Yeah.
I'll stay with this for a little bit.
Exactly. Take the gold Sharpie.
Right. You guys have an event going on this evening with
We have a pop-up event. Yeah, we have a rolling ramp terrain park, and we are just figured we'd invite young skiers. So it's mostly for elementary and middle school skiers, and they're of course. And it's in a terrain park that's right next to our parking lot, so it's easy to access. We'll light it up with some car and truck headlights, And kids can ski on cross-country skis. I'll bring out some extra cross-country skis, and they can also use their downhill skis. And it's getting a little bit of air, doing some jumps, and just feeling the corduroy.
I was looking at that yesterday as we were filming Christy's lesson, and I wasn't quite sure what it was because it looked really fun. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go on that. Like, I didn't want to mess up some sculpture you were making or something
could have been
like
art,
that.
a work of
exactly.
art. Well, I took it a few times. I wasn't exactly a work of art in motion, but it's fun for an adult. It's kind of some different. Do you want to bump with a do a little pre-jump? The wall line. So you can go straight forward of these things without having to counteract any other kind of angles. So it's actually a really good way to practice your downhill skiing in a very controlled environment. I have a feeling with some younger skiers we'll see a little more action.
Nice. Well, we're running short on time, so we've got great conditions out there. We've got this pop-up mini event tonight.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock. It's at the J-Town Deli end of our parking lot. Okay. That gives people an idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else we missed that you want people to know about Jackson Ski Touring?
I'll come back.
Yes, you will. Ellen is a regular. We appreciate her taking her time to come on the show. If people want to ski Jackson today, what's the best way to do it? Just head to the Touring Center?
Head to the Touring Center. The website has a good ski report on there. It's jacksonxc.org. Or you can always call just 383-9355.
And if you forgot your skis at home, don't worry, because they have more rentals, I think, than I've ever seen in my life.
Very, very good rental shop.
Yes, I heard one of your front desk people talking to someone on the phone yesterday, and they were concerned about getting rentals.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah. As long as you're one of the first 300.
there you go. Well, thank you so much, Ellen Chandler from Jackson Ski Touring Foundation. You're watching White Mountains TV. We'll be right back, and we have some more Watch and Win, so stay tuned.
This is Vito Marcello's Italian Bistro. Family recipes from New York's Little Italy, passed down through generations. The best tomatoes, cheeses, olive oils imported directly from Italy, combined with the best veal, chicken, seafood, and Marcello's famous Italian meatballs. And
I've lived in the Bronx since I'm 3 years old, close to Arthur Avenue. This is the real deal. This is Italian food.
Now take the amazing flavor of Chef Vito Marcello's pasta sauces and dressings home with you. On sale at the Bistro and in stores around New England. This is Vito Marcello's Italian Bistro, CV Street, North Conway Village.
What do you get when you combine Attitash, Wildcat, and Winter? You get double the fun in North Conway, New Hampshire with just one ticket. That means double the corduroy, double the powder, double the glades, double the turns, double the après, and double the events. Combine all that with the #1 ski town in the U.S. and you'll find endless adventure. 2 mountains, 2 days, 1 ticket. Visit Attitash or skiwildcat.com for more.
No wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. Enjoy breakfast, dinner at a award-winning restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station with seasonal outdoor dining options available, plus a function room for parties, weddings, or corporate events. Daily tours of the brewery are available, where you'll learn about our history, process, canning line, and sample some of our beers, like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000 Footer IPA, Moody Brew, or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale. A variety of seasonal and limited release beers like Lost Time and Exit 32 are available on tap and in our gift shop. With weekly entertainment, 40 unique rooms and suites, and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for your next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockInnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today, live from North Conway, New Hampshire. This is the show that gets you ready for a great weekend here in the White Mountains. I'm Chris Prue, joined by my directors in the back, Hans Bauer and Matthew Bradley on the graphics. You guys ready? Yeah. All right, let's get into the weather forecast for the White Mountains. Let's see, current temperature outside is still 28 in North Conway. It's hovering right around freezing. It's going to get a little bit above freezing today. Another one of those very delightful outdoor activity days. A couple of low pressure systems going up the east coast, but those are going to stay to our east, and that's barely going to influence our weather forecast. We're going to have a little bit cloudier skies today. Tomorrow, another mix of sun and clouds with a slight chance of some snow showers this afternoon, but nothing major. It's going to be a very pleasant day. Light winds today and tomorrow. So get out there and enjoy. Partly sunny this morning and then becoming cloudier later in the afternoon. Isolated snow showers are possible, but only 20% and really no accumulation. 35 for the high today, light and variable winds. Tonight, cloudy. Temperatures dip below freezing, 22 for the low, light and variable. Hopefully the snow guns will be able to fire up, freshen up some of these trails. And partly sunny on Sunday, 35 with light and variable winds. So another great outdoor activity day. Monday, continued partly sunny, 40, a little bit gustier, winds 10 to 15 with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Heading up to the summits, Mount Washington today will be in the clouds. 18 degrees for the high temperature. Winds will be west 25 to 40 miles per hour with gusts up to 50 early and then diminishing throughout the day. Wind chills because of those winds will be 0 to 10 below. So that sounds pretty cold. It is pretty cold, but for Mount Washington, that's not a bad winter's day right there. And with the Mount Washington Ice Fest going on, and that's centered at Believe in Books' Theater in the Woods in Intervale, it's kind of a great time to have some good backcountry weather so they can get out there and enjoy the ice. Coming up on the show, we're going to explore Nesselnook Farm for sleigh rides and ice skating. We also have some more local events to tell you about, and we'll be updating you on snow conditions at your favorite resorts throughout the show. Lots to talk about. We also have just a quick little preview. This segment of White Mountains Today is presented by Settlers Crossing. Gear up, gather round, or grab everyday essentials at Settlers Crossing. Tax-free shopping, services, and dining in North Conway. Online at settlersgreen.com. Settlers Crossing, adventure starts here. Real quick, Hans, have you been to Fire yet at Settlers Crossing?
No.
They're actually in Settlers Green.
No, I have not.
Fire, it's pretty good.
Is it?
I have to say, I like it.
Okay, thanks
If you're looking
for the
for if you're looking for a place to eat tonight, if the crowds are bad, sometimes if you go in Settlers Green, the outlets, it's kind of after prime shopping time, dinner time is, so you can, it's a little bit quieter in there, and you can get a great meal. Also, speaking of Settlers Crossing, they have the new REI store, so you can get outfitted for all of your day's activities. They've got everything. And next door to that is Black Cap Grill, another one of my favorite après ski spots.
Nice.
Good place to end your day for dinner.
Good tips. Hey, we got some ski conditions.
All right. Speaking of getting out there and getting after the ski conditions, let's go to the snow report. We're going to go in depth on Cranmore right now. Cranmore is skiing on 48 of 57 trails, 170 acres. That's 13 miles of skiing and riding. All of their lifts will be running today with a loose granular surface. And let's see, I'm looking at their snow report right now. Let's see, that's maybe all we have from Cranmore. Oh, here we go. Good morning, skiers and riders. They are just about 100% open today, not including the glades. So the 48 of 57, I think, refers to the glades that are not open today. But they do have all 48 of their trails open today. That's 156 plus acres. And all of the trails were groomed overnight. So you'll start the day with machine groomed and loose granular conditions. All 8 lifts will be running 8:30 to 4. The South Quad will remain open from 4 to 8 p.m. for night skiing, giving you access to 5 trails this evening. So night skiing includes South Slope, North Slope, the Alley, Snow Train, and Out of Luck. The weather today, expect mostly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 30s. Tubing and Mountain Adventure Park will be open today from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And let's see, events going on today. Over they have Mitch Eldon. Let's see if I want to double check that. Yep, Mitch Eldon is there at Zips Pub for après ski. Cranapalooza will be going on in Schneider Square, and they will have $1 s'mores, a DJ dance party, family games, activities, and more. They have a family pasta night going on tonight. That's in Zips Pub, and there'll be a ski movie playing during that. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. And they have an Amstel Light promo in Zips Pub as well from 4 to 6 p.m. So lots going on. And tomorrow, you can, from 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m., you can tend the trails, ski and ride with your favorite Zips Pub bartenders. What? Must have valid lift ticket or season pass to participate. Interesting. Tend the slopes. Ski with our bartenders. Wonder if they'll be carrying. Cross-country skiing now. We're going to go over to Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. And let's see, over at Great Glen, they have 28 of 36 trails open, 18 kilometers groomed, frozen granular surface with a base of 15 to 22 inches. They have a total of 45 kilometers if you include open backcountry, but 18 of those are groomed. Skate groomed include 26 of 28 kilometers and 45 of 45 kilometers of snowshoeing is open. Trail surface is frozen granular machine groomed, and they have groomed in the last 24 hours. Let's see. You can actually, and also if you have a dog, you want to take your dog cross-country skiing, you can bring your dog and enjoy the backcountry on the east side of the resort. That's behind the base lodge. Not a skier, try out the snowshoeing or fat biking today. If you need a place to let the kiddos run, their old-fashioned tubing hill has just the right amount of woohoo. Call ahead for snow coach seating. And today also begins the start of extended hours. Enjoy everything that Great Glen has to offer until 4:30. Oh, what a great sign. That means the light is staying out. It's staying light later. Today, go red for women. If you go dressed in red to Great Glen Trails, you will get, I believe, a discount on tickets plus a special commemorative pin. And that is in honor of, I believe, cancer awareness in women. On Sunday, February 2nd, it's the Bill Koch Ski Club, a junior ski club. And Tuesday, the Citizens Weekly Race Series Nordic Meisters continues. That's where you cross-country ski or snowshoe or fat bike and try to improve your time each week. It's a very, very fun, very low-key event. And that is a look at Great Glen Trails. All right, before we get to all the rest of the resorts, let's give away a prize. I'm going to give away right now, oh, this is going to make some people happy. We just got done an interview with Ellen Chandler of Jackson Ski Touring. If that didn't make you want to cross-country ski, I'm not sure why you're on this planet, because that is what this life is all about. I'm going to give you 2 trail passes to Jackson Ski Touring Foundation. These are all-day trail passes. You can use them anytime the rest of this year, any day. I'm also going to give you $25 to the Shovel Handle Pub just up the road. Actually, you can probably ski into the Shovel Handle Pub from some of the trails that Jackson Ski Touring Foundation manages. So, great prize package there. Skiing for 2, $25 to the Shovel Handle Pub. Be the first person to answer this question correctly, and they're yours. Despite a lack of popularity among other breeds, which of these dog breeds is the official breed of the state of New Hampshire? So despite a lack of popularity among other breeds, so does that mean that other breeds don't like this dog? So if there's a dog party and there was a bunch of like golden retrievers and they saw this dog, they'd be like, you're not popular. But no, what basically is the state dog of New Hampshire? Is it the Chinook? That's a salmon. The Labrador Retriever, the German Shepherd, or is it the Pug? One of those is our state dog. Call right now, play, watch, and win for 2 passes to Jackson and $25 to the Shovel Handle Pub. Let's go to the phones. I'm waiting for, there we go. Good morning, watch and win. What's your answer?
Is it the German Shepherd?
It is not the German Shepherd, right, guys? All right, not the German Shepherd. A good guess, but please try again. Yeah, so we're down to either the Pug, the Labrador Retriever, or that Chinook Salmon. That just makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Or am I leading you astray? Let's go back to the phones. Good morning, watch and win. What is your answer?
Chinook.
It is the Chinook. Congratulations. I was just being weird by saying there is such thing as a Chinook salmon, but there is, more importantly, a Chinook dog, and that was actually first bred right here in Tamworth, New Hampshire as a sled dog. So congratulations. Who is on the phone? Hey, Tim, congratulations. You've got 2 passes to Jackson Ski Touring Foundation and $25 to the Shovel Handle Pub up in Jackson. Stay on the line, Tim. We're going to get your information and tell you how to claim your prize. I have 2 tickets to Loon Mountain Resort to give away coming up in the show, plus $25 to Fields of Ambrosia for some all-natural bath and body products. So if you want to win those, stay tuned. Let's take a look at ski conditions from all of our area partners.
The Snow Report is presented by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area, and recognized by readers of Ski Magazine for the best snow, grooming, and scenery in the East, with a new 8-passenger gondola debuting this season, just 35 minutes from North Conway. The sound of sleigh.
Welcome to the Mount